It's a wet day in Tier 4 London. As you can see, the bicycles are a bit more popular today than usual. I'm going to be picking one up and whizzing my way in, see what I can see. So it's a bit of a quieter Thames than usual, going down Wandsworth Common Way. And further down, as you can see, still pretty quiet, still pretty wet. Wandsworth, you might have a chance of seeing a helicopter taking off. Black government helicopter? Could be. The Christmas tree may be a little dab, but it's good to see that the coffee place and the bakeries are still open, as you whiz down the Thames. And as we keep going down, slightly more people. I don't know if you can see though, this is where you start to see London as London. And in the far distance, I'm not sure if you can make it out, but there's the Shard. Sticking into the clouds. You can't see the top of the Shard for the clouds, but you can see the bottom. That's quite sweet. And I'm heading that direction as well because that's where, just down the bottom there, is Brick Lane, and they sell the best bagels, well, in the UK, certainly. Maybe Europe. I'm not going to make any of the claims towards that because I get Americans getting very upset with me. And yes, I'm not entirely sure that the Winter Village at Battersea Power Station is going to be all it's cracked up to be this year. So yes, not so much a market, but you know, it is at least pretty. Pretty place to stop and have coffee, and there is, as you can see, a very nice Battersea Power Station tree. Right, and onwards. And while it may be closed, Tate Britain is looking very bright. And all down by Parliament Square, and the Greens, St Stephen's Green, House of Commons, all on the area of Westminster. I mean, as you can see, there's traffic, very little else. As we whiz up and around Westminster Abbey. Where's that going? Anyway, as you whiz up around Westminster Abbey, there's the buses, the taxis are out, and a fair few people on bicycles, a few white vans, but really traffic around by Parliament is, and certainly people, very much down. And behind all those gates is Boris, safe and secure in Tier 4, but nobody out here to see him. Oh, there's London Eye. And even Horse Guards Parade can be less bothered by the public than usual. And the Lions may be out, and Nelson's in his column. But generally, Trafalgar Square again. And this is, you know, another day. There's the tree there, say, a little bit barren, as ever. And we have Trafalgar Square Crib, this manger, in front of the Portrait Gallery, the National Gallery, Fountain, and Nelson doing his stuff, even if there's very few people today at least around to see it. Anyway, so we're by Leicester Square, which is all boarded up with nice little lights in the trees. Again, this is so strange to see London the week of Christmas, just empty. Now, whenever you see one of those Londoners ignoring the lockdown stories, this is the street they always like to show, Old Compton Street, full of bars, restaurants, a few clubs and the like. But as you can see, rather than being thronged by people spilling out of all the buildings, it's all just a little bit empty, isn't it? Allowing me to go to cycle the long way down the road. But there are some small points of joy even here, such as Caffè di Nata. So that's number one on my list. And for my next trip, we're going to Bubbleology in Soho. That's Bubbleology unlocked. And sadly, yes, because we're in Tier 4, Gosh Comics is closed. On the upstairs, I understand that they're still busy, working away, packing away stuff on the downstairs. And if you give them a knock, they might even come up and see you. But currently, all closed. Well, this is Oxford Street. So yes, you'd expect this to be heaving with crowds. And all you're getting now is just a couple of window shoppers and maybe a few people going into Marks and Spencer's food hall. That's it. Christmas week. Quick walk through M&S, and I've got to say, that's clearly a bit of a bargain. I mean, for what you're looking at, whatever you're looking at, it looks like possibly Marks and Spencer's might have over-ordered this year. Just a little. And here we go, heading into Seven Dials, Covent Garden way. I don't want to say it, really, do I? But here is the one shop in central London that's still doing a roaring trade, and it's Neal's Yard Dairy. Because if you're in the city, if you're anywhere close, you want to get the best cheese you can, you come to Neal's Yard. And that is Cheese Must Unlocked. There's a phrase, oh, it's like Piccadilly Circus around here. Well, I'm in Piccadilly Circus, and as you can see, it's really not like Piccadilly Circus, not today anyway. So that's it, London at Christmas. It's looking a little peculiar. So I'm going to get my bicycle, whiz home, and do you know what? I'll go past Harrods, see how that's looking. So it's a little bit busier here, down in Knightsbridge, not much. And Harrods, as you can see, is just not happening. We do have a protest, I think, something to do with Brexit, something to do with war, something to do with Prime Minister Boris Johnson, no doubt. But he's got lots of space to put that out. As it stands, Harrods is, as ever, looking very beautiful, but there are not the usual amount of people to admire it.